Hello and welcome to Krystal Light Tarot. I'm Krystal Light and I'm delighted that you're here with me today, my friends. So, today we have an addition to our newbie deck review series. It is The Witching Hour Oracle, written by Lorraine Anderson, illustrated by Olivia Burki, and brought to us by Rockpool Publishing. I'm excited for this one. I recently did a reading with this deck for myself, and I felt like I just needed to share it with everyone. With that said, I just wanted to give a little explanation on my newbie deck review series. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. So, being that I'm relatively new to tarot and oracle decks, and relatively, I mean like within the last 4 or 5 years, I thought that I could offer the YouTube community and everywhere else that you're tuning in, I thought I could offer a fresh perspective from my newbie-ish eyes. So I figured this is it. So, and then the newbie deck review series was born. And also, I don't have anybody in my everyday regular life that cares about tarot or oracle decks. So I come here to my wonderful tarot and oracle deck family here on YT. So, welcome. And with that, let's get this review started. So again, this is the witching, the witching hour oracle deck uh, by Lorraine Anderson, illustrated by Olivia Burke, and brought to you by Rockpool. I hope you can see that. So first off, the box feels so nice and soft, like it's a little velvety. It's like butter. I love it. I love the colors. So on the back, it says, "Awaken your inner witch." Lorraine Anderson, best-selling author of the Seasons of the Witch Oracle series. Yes, I did a review on what was it, Litha? I think it was the Litha. Yeah, I believe it was the Litha Oracle deck. If not, I will correct it somewhere here in the video. But I did a deck review if you want to check that, and I will be doing more of the Seasons of the Witch Oracle deck reviews. And also, they're coming out with the tarot deck. Can't wait. I'll do that one as well. Anyway, she was inspired to create this deck at a time when she doubted her spiritual path and questioned her beliefs. The energies channeled through this deck helped her to rediscover her true self, and now she offers it to you to support you as you step into your true power. This oracle deck will guide you to the answers that are already within your spirit, helping you unlock the wisdom and courage to overcome spiritual blocks, follow your dreams, and manifest the best version of you. Each card in this deck represents a step on this journey to awaken your inner witch. This is a 44 card deck and guidebook. I'm with it because I've been doing a lot of meditating and some journaling and realizing I suppressed a lot of my intuition. A lot of my family, are witchy, if you would say, or just spiritual, however you say it. But whenever I wanted to explore that, I was told to kind of hide it, and I can't anymore. I've come to a place in my life where I just can't. It's a part of me. It is what it is. So let's open up the box. Let's see what we have to offer. We have a beautiful guidebook that is in color, my friends. Look at that. And the back of the card. I love it. I want this as a tattoo on my back. I love everything about it. I love eyes. I love the phases of the phases of the moon. We have the moths. We have some flowers, some plants, sun. I love it. I love it. All right. So we have the inside. There's no pictures on the inside. That's fine. It's just this nice, like, I never know if like this neon is like yellow or green. It's like a, I don't even want, it's not a lime green. It's not a neon green. I don't know. Is it green or yellow? I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments what you think. But it matches the edges, right? Which is nice. I mean, you know me, I could always go for something shiny and shimmery, but I'll take this. I like the colors on the side. I don't know if I would have chosen this color. I don't know. I guess it's a glowing thing. Hey, to each his own. But that's fine. I like it. If you if you're not gonna do like a shiny shimmery edging or gilding, then color it. I don't like when it's just the plain white. Give me a little something. Give me a little zhuzh. You get me? All right, so let me just close this up. Let me see if I can put this anywhere. This was sliding before. I want it in the frame, but I don't want to cover. Oh, I definitely want to cover Isis up. Can I leave this here? Yeah, I'll leave that there for now. All right, while we look at the guidebook. All right, we'll have to see which card this is. We have our mushrooms. We have the moon. I believe it's the moon, or maybe no, maybe it's a firefly at the end. Who knows? Another thing, you guys let me know in the comments. Do you call them fireflies or lightning bugs? I had a 7-year old come at me about it not too long ago, so I wanted to know. I mean, I interchange them, but she was like really adamant, like, no, it's a firefly. But me and my daughter call them lightning bugs. But I have called at it. I just didn't know that anybody like felt away about it either which way. So let me know in the comments if you. But I one thing about we're coming to the end of summer, but I love summer and I love the fireflies, lightning bugs, whatever you call them. So here goes an introduction. I'll read a little bit of the beginning. The idea for this oracle deck came to me in a time of extreme transition, the initiation. And I looked before, that is a card. So she's going to give a little insight into each card. So the idea for this oracle deck came to me in a time of extreme transition, the initiation. So so many amazing things were happening for me. Opportunities which had seemed light years away suddenly fell into my lap, the invitation. New levels of awareness started shifting for me, and I began to take ownership of goals I've set and achieved instead of glossing over them modestly. I started to embrace my power. I started to wear it like a second skin. I started to speak up for my needs, and I learned to say no. Salt. At the same time, however, many things were being stripped away from me. For the first time in nearly a decade, I questioned my spiritual beliefs, despite seeing the evidence of my manifestations. I had so many projects in the works, but they wouldn't bear fruit for at least a couple of years. The forests. In the meantime, I'd taken on heavy financial responsibilities with increased investment in my business, spirit element, as well as in personal matters. So much came in, but it felt like even more went out. To say I was stressed is a gross understatement. It was clear that if something didn't change soon, I'd be heading towards some potentially devastating consequences, the flames. Like I said, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but just to give you some background on where the idea for this came out of, that's where we're going with that. So in the guidebook, we also have how to use the cards, how to pull cards, reverse cards. So she says the only right way to read these cards is the one that feels most aligned for you. Right? There's so many different ways. She says, however, traditionally a card spread is used, and they do have that. So reverse cards, she does include reversals, but not for every card she talks about. I have not included reversals in this deck, save for a few cards that felt like they had a little bit more to say. So, okay. So now following that, what I love and what I feel makes this deck unique are the companion cards. I love it. As somebody that loves synchronicities and sometimes always ask like, are you sure? I think that's a sign, but I'm not sure. These companion cards kind of satiate that, right? So many years ago, I found my way to a tarot deck called the Line Strider Tarot. I have to look that up. The guidebook that accompanies this deck is still one of the best I've seen. The author, Ciolo Thompson, included suggested meanings for companion cards, which really helped me to learn tarot in my early days. And her thoughtfulness has continued to inspire me that I am writing now that I am writing my own decks. So basically, All right, how to use companion cards. All right, so when using spreads for a reading, look at the individual cards, but also at the sum total of all cards in the spread. When you read the guidebook's interpretation of a card, look at any companion cards listed just after the card meaning. If you see one of the companion cards I've listed in your spread, use the short interpretation I've provided to start to formulate your own story. When you've read about each companion, take a deep breath and ask yourself if you feel called to also read any of those companion cards. If you feel guided to do so, open up the correct page and incorporate this meaning into your reading as a bonus card. So we'll get into it. You'll see it. I'm going to pull a collective card and you'll see what she's talking about. But not only does she include like a companion card from this deck that that will help give more depth and meaning to your reading, she also provides you a companion tarot card, and that is everything. Because as you'll see, and I'll go through it when I do the flip through, sometimes I don't know if you've ever had this, but I'll say like, oh, an oracle card reminds me of, this has the energy of this card in the tarot, the hangman, the tower, the two of cups, the four of cups, whatever it is. So now we have some spreads. So this, I'll read off. Okay, so there's interview your deck spread, which I love. Absolutely love that. I have to redo it because I think I did it for this deck, but I was really tired. And I can't do that because I don't think I read everything for all seven. So I have to do that. There's a three-card spread, which can represent any number of things here: past, present, future, 1 month ahead, 3 months ahead, 1 year ahead, today's themes, today's blessings, today's obstacle. The list goes on. You can even find some online. I apologize. I'm trying to keep this in frame. Apologies if this is out of frame. Bathing in the river spread, a weekly self care check in. Now, the spread that I did from this that hit home, that I was like, I have to tell my people about this: finding your coven. Um, so I'm at a point in my life where I don't want to say it's hard to make friends, retain friends, but I'm good with who I've got, right? But recently I made a couple new friends and I was like, hey, are these going to be my people? And it gave me such good insight. Basically, it's three cards. What do I need to know about this person? What will be the energy of our relationship? How can I be a better person or friend in this relationship? Awesome, awesome spread. Really love it. So there's phases of the moon for a general four-card spread, the element spread, what resources are available to you, and so on. There's a ton. Book of spells. Look at that. There's a bunch. And now we get down to the cards. And as you see, there are colors. This is does have colors. Okay, so in here I'll show you. So we have, here goes the card. There's keywords. Here goes your tarot companion, right? So the hanging bones. The tarot companion is any of the pages, especially the page of cups, and the companion cards within this deck. No, this is just no. This one interesting. The hanging bones is the companion card. No, no, no. That's not okay. Here we go. So prying eyes. This one, the Seven of Wands, is the tarot companion, right? The companion cards here are the Witch Hunter or Cloak and Dagger, the Familiar, Forgotten Ghost, the Witching Hour, High Priestess, and then it gives you a little blurb here. And if you feel like you need a little extra, you can go back and read one or none of the cards. I know what I do is if I pull more than one, it's just confirmation for me. If, like, say I did pull Prying Eyes and then the Witching Hour came out, that's confirmation for me. I'll go to that. I really won't look at the other ones, but it's up to you if you want to read all four, or what is it? One, two, three, four. All, oh no, five or six, oh, whatever. If you want to read all five or six of these cards, if you want to just read the blurbs and move on, you want to read all five or six of those, more power to you. So this really pushes you to kind of build your own way of reading and gives you some more. So let's get into it. Let's see what let's do here. Let's get into the flip through. Yeah, I want you to see my little. Oh, crystals. If you like any of the crystals that you see here, for the most part, I get my crystals from a vendor based out of California. She has Instagram live sales multiple times a week and story sales. Her name is Resilient Gems. She's amazing. Go check her out if you've liked any of the crystals that I've had in any of these videos. She's awesome. Number one, knowing. Take the first step. Now, do you see the colors in this? I love the colors in here and the detail in the hair. Knowing, take the first step. Look, there's cards, there's crystals, there's candle, there's a whale with the moon because the moon affects the water and the sea, and the whale is the biggest creature in the sea. And oh, there's so much in flowers. And then we have take the first step. The world is so vast. All right, I'll try not to go crazy on each one of these. I know you guys just want to see the cards, right? But I just want to show you how beautiful this deck is. You know, she's part of the universe. Just take the first step. Two, solitary witch. Heal yourself first. I can definitely relate to that. That's where I feel like I am in my journey. Three, feeding crows. Transformation. So see, with the colors here and the word transformation in my head, I'm already thinking of either death. Let's see, number three is a tarot companion. Oh, Six of Swords. Okay, I'm just looking that up now. Six of Swords. I don't know if you see it. Yeah. See, I'm thinking death. But if somebody else thinks transformation, you're getting away, and you get the look to the book and you see Six of Swords, and you know you thought of that, then that's confirmation for you. Four, familiar, deep bonds. Anyone have a familiar? I don't know if I have a familiar. The invitation, yes. The witching hour, favorable circumstances. Can I just point out, I love how it looks like it's glowing. I don't know how the illustrator is able to do that. I wish I had that type of artistic capability. Like, I'm not creative or have that gift of drawing and coloring, but I love it. It just, I don't know. These pictures, I just want to be where these people are. Seven, cloak and dagger, deception. The forest, seeing the bigger picture. Nine, secret trail, ascension. And that is the card that is on the cover of the box. I always like to point that out. See, if I could interview the authors or the illustrators, I would find out why they chose certain cards as the cover. Or is it the publisher that chooses that? That's it. Be interesting to know. 10. The hanging bones, seeing the signs. 11. Enter at your own risk. Pause. To me, it's funny that 11 is pause because it looks like the pause button, right? So that was clever. Oh, but look, it's there in the background. What's going on? 12. The elements. Back to basics. 13. The initiation. A sacred test. I don't know who has to hear this. I am going to still do a poll, but what I'm getting from this is a what the F am I about to do? What am I going to do now? Glow, grow, flow, blossom, bloom. That's what you're going to do, boo. 14, high priestess, leadership. 15, the sacred vows, commitment. All right, now can my 40 something year old eyes read this? I'm gonna need a magnifying glass to see this. It's okay. But I'm sure there's some in depth message there. 16, prying eyes. Someone has their eyes on you. 17, coven, soul family. 18, cast the circle, raising vibrations. 'The flames, transformation. See, with these two already, so cast a circle, raising the vibrations. This, I would think the Three of Cups would come out for this. For the flames, I'm thinking either the devil, death, or the tower. So I'm interested to see what companion cards are listed in the guidebook for that. Dance, freedom, again, Three of Cups I'm seeing here. 21, flying ointment, let loose. Oh, this reminds me of that show Motherhood, Fort Salem, and they took the, oh, I forgot what they called it, but they took something in order to be able to fly. So that just made me think of that. Did anybody else watch that? Let me know in the comments because again, I don't, not a lot of people watch the same things that I watch. It's so funny how my everyday life is kind of totally different from my spiritual one. So let me know if you watch it. I'd love to talk about that show too. So 22, Book of Spells, learn. 23, the spirits. Seeing this, the spirits, oh, respecting spirit. This makes me think of judgment. 24, forgotten ghosts, reunion. 25, mud and moss, stagnation. 26, witch's brew, seek alternative solutions. Mm, that one I'm getting, like if you're sick and things aren't working, just go back to basics. Might be the elements card, that might be a companion card, but go back to what is natural. Seek alternative solutions, seek the ones that our people, used to use, our families, our ancestors used to use. I don't know, I'm being called to bring this in. I'm like, oh, I can't move that one in. But she's purty. I'm gonna bring my witch finger over here. Can you see her? There we go. Let's call the witch finger. 27, witching herbs, nourishment. 28, seasons of the witch, honoring cycles. Hmm. I wonder if this inspired the series or if the series came after or before this. Interesting. 29, broken branch, heartache. Did I read that? Yeah. Seasons of the witch, I think of the wheel of fortune. 30, the spell is cast, let go. You did what you needed to. Yeah, I see the magician here. I'm thinking of, oh, what's my show? The All Souls trilogy, the show. The spell is cast. Oh my goodness. A discovery of witches. Yes, when Diana is learning how to be a weaver with tying the knots. 31, invocations, The power of words. I recognize the power of my words and use them for the good of all. 32. Moon water. Reset. I love this card. There's something about the blues that were used here. What is like a periwinkle blue? It's so pretty. Gave the moon some lashes. Hmm. 33. Poison thorn. Low vibrations. Mm. 34. The witch hunter. Danger. 35. Bewitched. You're under a spell. 36. Bathing in the river. Self care. Again, getting back to basics. Getting into that water, letting Ochung or Yemaya cleanse you. 37. Crossing the veil. Mourning. Mm. I've had that moment many times. This, but do you see this gold, this effect here? Listen, it makes such a big difference. It's so beautiful. Same here. 38. Witch of the Woods. Retreat. 39. Midnight Moth. Distraction. 40. As above, so below. Manifestation. 41. Salt. Boundaries. Do you see how these little butterflies look like they're glowing right now? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Stunning. 42. To the grave. Secrets. You either take a secret to the grave or you don't tell anybody else. That's the only way it's a secret. 43. The blood trail. Magnificence. Mm. And our final card. 44. Deep being. Self love and acceptance. Gorgeous. All right, so you have to tell me down in the comments what you thought of that. I hope I didn't talk too much, but if I did, apologies, but just turn down the volume. I tried seeing if I could do a review, a flip through without saying anything. That's a negative. I learned from myself. I'm one of those people that doesn't like awkward silences. I mean, I could sit in silence, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm an a walking oxymoron because I don't like small talk, but at the same time, I don't like awkward silences. I always kind of chit chat with somebody. I don't want anybody to feel like they're not welcome around me. But at the same time, if I am silent around you, it means I don't want to talk to you. So, all right. So, let's see. The cardstock. It moves. It's not stiff. I like that. The small hands test. Let's see. I don't think I can do this. I mean, you can. Just takes a little more. So yeah, I could do the bridge. I could do the bridge. So it's not too big. I can do it, but just for me, it's probably more comfortable. Let me get this out of the way. This is... Yeah, I like this sound. Is way better. So let me know if there's a card that stood out to you. Let me know if you have this deck, if you're going to go get it. trying to think of which one stood out to me. And it's hard to choose just one, but I will say when I did my reading that really hit me, that coven card, that did it for me. That hit home. All right. All right. Here we go. I'm going to pull a card for the collective. If it resonates, awesome. If not, just means the message was not meant for you today. So, all right, Spirit, thank you for being here, for bringing these people here. Please, I'd like a card for someone, anybody out there, a message. Please, is there a message that somebody needs to hear right now in my collective? My wonderful audience is stuck around. Let's see. All right, do they stick? No, they really don't stick. Oh, how'd you gonna pop up? I'm gonna take that one because that one popped up. Oh, say word. 17 Coven. Look at that. I'm gonna take another one just in case because that's fantastic. Look, it even matches my labradorite point over here. I don't know if you can see how it shines too. Again, Resilient Gems on Instagram. Look her up. Sherry, she's awesome. All right. I had another pop out, so I'm going to take that one. So we'll take two and see if maybe one of them is a companion card. So one thing I will say from the backs, I don't think you can tell if it's upside down or not, or reversed, however you want to say it. I know that that's something that people look at. You know, they want to see if the backs, if you can tell from shuffling whether it's going to be reversed or not. So I'm going to take both of these upright for now. 17, Coven, Soul Family, and 16. Wow, what are the odds? And 16 is my number. So funny, prying eyes. Someone has their eyes on you. So for me, intuitively reading, I'm getting be careful. There's somebody that's looking at your coven, at your family, or your unit, right? And maybe a little envious. So just be careful. So there's a lot of information here. I'm not going to read all of it, but 17 Coven, Soul Family, Acceptance, putting yourself out there, the family you choose. 3 of Pentacles is the Tarot Companion, which makes sense because 3 of Pentacles, you're working together, you each bring a little something different, and you're making something. And a family should do that. A coven is the family you choose, which supports you in ways that extend beyond any one ritual or spell. It's a connection that is richer than friends. It's an alignment of people who share a soul mission, expressed in infinite ways. The thread connecting this soul family is so divine and aligned that only the universe could have possibly brought these people into your life. Okay, our companion cards are Familiar, Deep Being, and Dance. Okay, so we didn't get one of the companion cards, but we do have now 16. Someone has their eye on you, competition, defensiveness, 7 of Wands. And so, yeah, I'll read a little bit of that. Someone is keeping a close eye on you. Whether they have good intentions or bad is not yet clear. What is clear is that you're doing something right. Others are taking notice of you, and you will not be able to stay under the radar for much longer. This also means opportunities will become more frequent, and you may find yourself contemplating prospects you haven't considered before. This is an excellent card for anyone wishing to be in the public eye, seeking employment, or looking for new love. You have caught the attention of someone who matters. Okay. So I like that it's not saying it's an inherently bad card. It might be good. Hey, maybe you guys are building something that you're going to get noticed and people are going to notice you. So your companion cards are the Witch Hunter or Cloak and Dagger, Familiar, Forgotten Ghost, the Witching Hour, High Priestess. And the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands is After the Six of Wands, where you have been noticed, you have there's a victory and everybody sees you and appreciates you, but now people are coming for you and you have to stand your ground. So, all right, and I'll just, for the sake of it, let's see, familiar. Is that one? Oh, look at that. Yeah, so the back of the card is familiar. So there we go. So one of the companion cards has come up. So that supports this, and you have an admirer. The person watching you has the sweetest of intentions. Okay, so then that makes it's kind of like a good thing. Maybe somebody wants to join your coven. Let's see. Alrighty, my friends. I think that is all for now. Let me know what you think of this deck, of the guidebook, the cards, the author, the illustrator. Let me know all the things in the comments. Please, if you like this, please like, comment, share, subscribe. With that, my friends, I can't wait to see you next time. Take care. All the best. Ciao.